We're serving tradition right here in my kitchen, from Fresno to the world. Hi everyone, welcome to Jules' Armenian Kitchen, from Fresno to the world. I'm really excited because today we're going on a field trip to my friend Geoff Dervishian's uncle's front yard, where we're going to pick olives from his tree. Now, last year when we went to do this, someone had scooped the olives before we got there, and we were really disappointed. So this year we're going out a little early, and fingers crossed that everything works out. So let's get going. Hey, Geoff!
Julianne, hey, good to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Yeah, happy holidays and everything.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So we're at your uncle's house, and it looks like we didn't get scooped this year.
Yes, thankfully, yeah. Last year was kind of a bummer.
I know. I wanted my olives.
I know.
All right, so what are we gonna do? How do we pick them?
Well, we just get them and put them in the basket. That's what
All
we
right.
do. I mean,
Okay, let's do it.
It is important not to bruise them though, so we can't just like rake them or shake them or whatever. But
Okay.
yeah, we just kind of pick them and put them in there.
Oh, treat them gentle.
One at a time. Each one's like a little baby.
Oh, look at that.
They look delicious, don't they?
Yeah. So is it only once a year that they are ripe?
That's right. Yeah, they're just once a year. Like a determinate crop, so they just get ripe one time, all at once, kind of. And then that's it. So this time of year for black olives, and then for green olives, maybe like a month or so earlier.
Oh,
or
okay.
whatever.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Is it problematic that it's small?
No, not for our purposes.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
in an ideal world, they'd all be the exact same size, because then the curing process would be even for all of them. But the smaller ones. So we're leaching these tannins out, right? And so the smaller ones will probably leach a little faster than the large ones.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay.
And so, but yeah, it's fine. We do them all together.
Okay. And then,
or we can sort them out later.
Oh, we can sort them.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So, all right. So here's a question. You mentioned black versus green, right?
Yeah.
But I see a green one here.
Yeah, I don't know what that one just got left behind there. It just kind of, I don't know. We should try that one, huh?
All right, pick it. Let's see what happens.
We'll see if this tastes the same at the end as the black
As the other ones?
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's
this is you keep referring to this process. So tell me how to overall, how do you preserve an olive?
Yeah. So you can just eat them plain if you want to try one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
Like right now?
No, you're not.
All right, no, let me try.
Okay, try it. I'm gonna try it too.
Oh! Oh my God. Oh.
Definitely bad.
Oh, why does
bad.
it taste like that?
Can I spit it? Can I spit that out on camera?
Oh. Wait, but why does it taste like that? I thought these were ripe.
Those are tannins. Yeah, they're ripe, but you can't really eat that. Yeah. So we have to leach out these compounds in there. Oh. And there's a variety of ways to do that. Well, it's still in there. I'm still tasting that.
All right, well, we'll have a little something to drink later.
Yeah,
How about that?
Hey, let's do that. We'll wash it down.
Okay.
So there are these tannins in there, and it just requires a process to leach them out so that those bitter flavors aren't there anymore. Although actually, it turns out that a little bit of that bitter flavor is desirable, and actually is kind of like, one of the main things that we all kind of like about the taste of olives. So you don't want to over leach it.
So, and you've tried different methods before over the years, is that correct?
Yeah. So I've tried, probably 3-4 different methods, and this one I find to be like the easiest one. God, they're getting out of my reach.
I know, they're getting a little high. What are we gonna do?
Well, I have my truck here. We could stand in the back of the truck. And,
that would be.
And do that. You want to do that?
It's like tailgating, but
tailgating. Yeah, it's like tailgating. Yeah.
All right, let's do some tailgating.
Right, let's tailgate. Okay.
All right.
So let me pull the
let's
truck
just get
up.
Let's get the last couple ones that we can reach.
Yeah. We're just kind of scavenging here, so.
Okay.
Sometimes you got to get up in the tree a little bit and
All
kind of
right.
figure that out. You got that?
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we just kind of get up in here, and then.
Hey, it's easier.
Yeah. It kind of makes me feel like it's the old country or something. We're just scavenging. We don't know if someone else got to them before us or whatever, and we're.
Not this year, right? We came early.
We got them early this year.
I love it.
Yeah.
It makes me think about just how cool it is to live in Northwest Fresno, or I
Yeah.
mean, really all around Fresno.
Yeah.
Because there's so many like just random, like people's yards have all these fruit trees.
Yeah, I know. That's right. Yeah, these great trees.
One of my neighbors has a fig tree, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I really want to have one of those.
Our previous neighbor had a fig tree, and and it was kind of an open thing between our yards, and she was just like, oh yeah, come get the figs whenever you want or whatever.
Nice.
So it was awesome. I was the only one in my family that really liked them though, so that was kind of that was sort of my getaway spot. I would go get figs at Diane's house and eat some of her figs.
Okay, so figs, olives, a glass of wine,
Yeah.
some cheese.
That's it right there.
What more could you want?
That's the stuff.
So are we, I don't know, how much, do you think we're good? Like, do we have enough to make like a demo?
Yeah, we can do a batch.
All right,
yeah.
let's.
This is enough for a batch.
Isn't small batch in?
Small batch is in. This is small batch. This is select. Yeah, that's right.
Well, should we go
Let's do
home?
it. Yeah,
let's do
make
it. All right.
Okay, just get out of my way. Right.
Oh man, that was so fun.
We got it. Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome back. And now, oh my gosh, we got a lot of them.
Yeah.
Let's
fill
get
it
those
up.
babies cleaned.
Okay.
All
yeah.
right.
So we'll give them a good rinse.
Yeah, let's grab them.
So put them in there.
Okay, gentle, remember?
Yeah, gentle. That's right. Be gentle with them.
I don't want any mushy olives.
That's right. Nobody likes a mushy olive, huh?
All right, that looks good. Yeah.
Yeah.
One more.
One more. A few little stragglers in here.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The good thing about this, though, is that they actually get drained several times. Like every day, you're changing the water. So in a way, it's sort of a self-washing process.
Got it.
But
That's interesting.
Yeah. So anyway, and look, our green one survived the trip, so that's good.
So do we get to cutting now?
Yeah. So we do the cutting,
All right. So how do we do it?
and we're basically just cutting a slice in it so that it can leach out, the tannins that are in there.
Okay.
And then, so we're just doing that kind of a lengthwise cut.
Okay.
Like that.
Uh-huh.
And do it.
And then we put it in
And we
here?
drop it in there. So we'll
Okay.
want to get that full of water.
Okay.
Some people, I think, do a slice on both sides, but I found that to be twice as much work. And
Yeah,
I don't know. It kind of
doesn't
works.
add a
It kind of works fine, in my opinion, just with one side. So.
So
yeah.
all the bitter stuff that I was tasting in the tree,
Yeah.
that's what's going to come out?
That's what's going to come out. Yeah.
Oops.
Oh, that's
and then do you like change the water out periodically?
every day.
Every
yeah.
day?
So every day you dump the water out, and so that's what this valve is convenient for. You can just hold it over the sink and then just drain it.
Oh,
and
okay.
then actually I usually give them a little rinse after draining. I'll kind of give them a little rinse.
Oh, okay.
And then refill it.
Oh, how
again.
interesting. Okay, and so
Yeah.
how many days do you have to do this?
Well, like a week or two.
Oh,
Kind
okay.
of depends. So after about a week, I'll start tasting them, and then you can
okay.
kind of tell if they're
When they're ready.
Yeah.
You were saying you do still want a little bit
Yeah,
of
a little
bitterness?
bit.
Yeah, it's kind of part of the...
It's hard because you don't know, because then they're going to sit in this brine for a week too, and so you don't really know, like, it's a little bit of guesswork on when it's done.
You're saying it's an art as much as
it's an
a
art.
science?
There you go. There you go. That's right. Yeah, it's an art.
How high do I want this?
That's probably good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we can add more. Right now, I guess we're just giving them a little landing pad for when we drop them in there. So.
Okay. Oh, so.
Yeah. So yeah, long day picking olives in the field just now. And
Now, did your grandma Margaret?
Mm-hmm.
Did you say that she did something like this?
yeah, she used to make some olives. And I don't really know what method she used exactly, but she used to make olives. And my Aunt Rose told me that it was kind of a Clamata style olive that she would make, which is similar to how what we'll be making
Yeah, I was
here
going to say
today.
these kind of look like calamatas.
Yeah.
What did they farm? Or what did they grow?
Yeah, it was like raisins and figs and walnuts and all the classic stuff.
Basically, like the perfect appetizer spread,
Yeah,
right? Like
that's right. That's right.
the figs, the
Yeah,
olives.
that's right.
Oh, that's so
Throwing
great.
the wine. Oh, I think they did make wine.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, just not commercially, but just
Yeah.
home. I guess I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But I think that's what I've heard my dad say that my grandpa used to make that. But I'm sure a family member can correct me if I'm wrong on that.
And they will,
They
too.
will. That's the way it goes.
I've gotten in trouble before for recounting parts of our family story that other people don't remember, or I
Right.
remember, or this auntie doesn't remember, or my
Right.
grandma told me, but she didn't tell anybody
That's
else.
right.
It's interesting about our history, and
Yeah.
some of the things that they experience they didn't tell the kids, you know?
Yeah.
And so they told children like versions of stories that were like watered down for kids and not really what happened. And then we go around quoting those stories, and then people get offended, and we're like, well, we don't know.
That's what we're told.
I know. Yeah,
And
that's what happened to me.
And then that's what the story becomes eventually, is just what kind of thing gets passed down or what story gets told to who. And
That's right. I don't know if you've read Malibu Rising, but I was just reading that, and there was this part in it where it says that, like, you know, a good part of family stories are really just myth.
yeah, yeah.
Because at a certain point, how do you distinguish between, you know, what happened and then the kind of story that was built around it?
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Completely
Yeah.
can relate to that. Yeah, they're just, they didn't want to talk about it, or, you know, different kinds of things like that. And
Now did you bring that book I wanted you to
yeah,
bring?
I did actually.
Oh, good.
We have this book, and both of two of my aunts worked hard to put together this book of all these letters of my grandparents when they were getting to know each other overseas.
So let's see it. Oh wait, but before you tell me about it,
yeah.
let's have some ohi. Because
Let's do it.
It's the official drink of
It's the
Jules
official
Armenian
drink of the thing, yes.
Okay,
Let's
all
do
right,
this.
here we go.
Okay.
All right, to you and your olives.
Thank
so
you
much.
to Jules Kitchen.
Thank you. Oh, that's nothing like a delicious ohi, I swear.
Wow. Yeah, I just let it sit there.
For sure. Oh. All right, so tell me
A lot of
about
good
this.
flavor.
I want to see this, okay?
Yeah, so this is cool. My aunts, Rose and Hazel.
Rose
yeah.
and Hazel, okay.
And I think some of their kids, my cousins, helped too. They put this together, and it's basically like the story of my grandparents' meeting and how they kind of came to know each other as pen pals between Mexico and France. My grandpa was in Mexico and my grandma was in France. And
Wow.
so all these letters were translated.
Oh, wow, look at all that.
Over the years, yeah. And so quite
Wow.
a few of them, like a lot of them. And
Oh, wow, and they're dated and everything?
yeah, they're dated, and so yeah.
1933,
It starts from
32.
like all the way from the beginning.
Do you
of
mind?
like yeah,
Hold
yeah.
your mind. I've been dying to see this.
Yeah, so even like when they first didn't even know each other, like the first letter where they're introducing themselves is in there, and there's like a lot of pictures.
Oh, look,
Yeah,
their
yeah,
wedding picture.
yeah. Look at that thing. Yeah, it's a cool picture.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, and so then this is,
Yeah.
okay, so here's
some
like an
background.
introduction.
Yeah.
Okay, so it looks like, oh, they're from
That's
Carpert,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
it looks like they're both from the
They're
region.
both from the same area of
Perry?
Yeah, yep. And I think there at some point there's some reference of their cousins or the seeing each other or some.
Interesting, but they didn't know
somehow-
each other.
I don't-
They didn't know each other then.
They didn't know each other. Yeah.
Okay, and so so then this is like his bio of like
Yeah.
what happened to him during
Yep.
the genocide
Yes,
and
yeah.
after
Yep. Exactly.
he
And
came
then
to Mexico.
to Mexico. Yeah, there's like a limit of how many people could come in from Armenia, and so he. So then he ended up in Tijuana and started a shoe store business there, shoe repair business,
Yep.
and
Interesting.
had some carpentry work too. And then
And then here's her bio.
she bounced around a little more. Like in France and Lebanon and some different places. And
here's the first letter.
the first letter, yeah.
Okay, so they were like what, introduced somehow or told to
Yeah,
write?
like a brother or a cousin
Oh, okay.
said, hey, there's this person over here. Maybe you should write him a letter or something. And then they.
Look, he's like, Dear Margaret, the writer of this
Yeah.
letter is unknown to you as you are to him. Oh, he's
Yeah.
poetic.
Yeah. They're very nice letters, actually. A
Lovely.
lot of them are the language they use and just the way they talk to each other.
Look at this.
Yeah.
So she writes to him, Honorable Mr.
Yeah, right.
Giragos.
Yeah.
Is that how you said it?
Yeah, Giragos. Yeah, I think he goes by several different names. In fact, at the beginning, I know there's a thing.
Yeah.
They talk about all the different names
that he
people go
goes by.
Yeah.
Garabed, Giragos.
Yeah.
Okay. And so then she replies to him.
Yeah.
And she's saying her sister remembers
Right.
him from the village.
Yeah.
But I don't remember anything.
Yeah.
Garabed, you must know that I am not pretty. I am just what you see in my picture. I have nothing more to write about your luck. Oh my.
That's just a funny.
Wow, okay,
know,
so
kind of
she's like being upfront about
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Well, that's the way it is,
And then he responds. So let's see. So that was June.
June.
And so it was about a month
See,
later.
it takes weeks. I mean, it's
Yeah.
the whole day. I have to go on a ship or whatever,
Yeah.
and
Oh, but look, pretty Margaret. Oh,
Very sweet, huh? First thing he says, that's nice.
Nice man.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, look, always loving and respecting you. Okay, so they've
They're very
moved
nice.
into a new era by November.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
I gotta read this again. You know
need
what
to
I mean?
reread
I
this.
did it when it first came out, maybe whenever they did this 5-10 years ago, and I need to do it again.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
this is a treasure. This is a treasure.
It is. I'm like so proud of my aunts for doing this and like putting it together. And they're just
Thank you,
so
Aunt
thankful.
Hazel and Rose.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Let's have it. Let's
Let's do
have
it.
one toast too. Aunt Hazel and Rose
yeah.
and Margaret and
Margaret
Garbage.
Cheers.
Okay, so what am I gonna do to make sure I get this right in the
Yeah.
next week? Okay, remind me. Okay.
It's really easy actually. So that's one of the so I've done a few different methods.
Oh, yeah?
Over the years trying olives, and the reason I'm doing this one is because it's the easiest in my opinion. So
Okay.
so all you do every night or day or morning, whatever, once a day, you change the water. So
Okay,
that's
so
why
just
this
let it out.
little valve was installed there,
Okay.
and then you just drain
Nice.
it,
Okay.
give it a little rinse again, and then fill it back up.
Okay.
And then after about a week, you can start tasting them, and see, you'll kind of know, like if you start tasting them at about a week, they'll still be pretty bitter.
Okay.
And then you'll kind of see the progression, and then
Okay.
you'll kind of get a feel for it.
Like where you kind of want them to be.
where you kind of want
okay.
it. Yeah.
So when I have them where I'd like them to be.
Yeah. Then you rinse it, and then you make this brine. It's just a vinegary, red vinegar, salt brine.
Okay.
And it's a saturated solution of salt and vinegar and water. So you put the olives in a jar, you fill it with the brine, and then put a little olive oil on top, and then it sits for 4 weeks in the fridge.
Okay.
And then after that, you can eat them. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So tell me a little bit about this brine. Is it
Yeah.
like 1 part vinegar to 1 part water, or how
Yeah,
does
I
that
have it
work?
written down. It's like salt. I remember it's like if you're on a gallon, if you're going to make a gallon, it's a gallon of water and a cup and a half of salt.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's like a quart of vinegar
Got
added
it.
in, something like that.
Perfect.
I have it
Okay.
written down, but
No, that's fine.
And then so you do that, and then it sits there, and then that kind of the flavor kind of gets in there, and then you put a layer of olive oil over the top to, I believe it's preventing oxidation. I
Oh,
don't exactly know
interesting. Oh.
what that purpose is, but that's what it is, and it kind of makes a neat visual thing because it sits in the fridge and it gets. When olive oil sits in the fridge, it gets cold and
Yes.
solidifies,
Yeah.
congeals. So, so anyway, it kind of makes this neat visual thing here. I actually brought a jar
you
of
did?
last year's or 2 years ago.
Oh, wait, where are they?
I snuck them in your fridge.
Oh, well, get them out.
So here they are.
Cool.
So we can try one. These have been in my fridge for 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
And
Is it okay?
I think they're probably still good.
Oh, well, let's try
We'll
them.
find
Do you
out.
mind?
No, I am almost sure they're going to taste better than the one we ate in the field, though. No matter what, even if they're not at their prime
Should I
right
get
now.
you a spoon?
Yeah, let's get a spoon.
Okay.
And
Oh, wow. So we've got some oji. We've
Yeah.
got some olives.
so all
Okay.
this stuff here, that's the olive oil,
Okay.
congealed up there. And there's
just
probably
wanna cut
more
through.
on there than needs to be. I mean, you really it's hard to estimate when you're pouring it.
Yeah.
But you just put enough
Okay.
to cover it.
Yep.
And then I'm
So
trying
just
not
kind
to
of break
make
it
a- make a
through. It's like a
mess.
seal almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that could be.
Uh-huh.
And heck, you get a little extra olive oil in your bite when
Never
you have some of
bothered
that.
me.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. And dig that one out. We'll give it a shot.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers. They held up. Honestly, those are just like the same.
Delicious.
Yeah, they're still firm. I mean, like,
Perfect.
man, 2 years.
Well,
They're still held up.
I guess you really did
That's pretty good.
preserve them.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so there you go.
Oh my gosh, yum.
Now I did try, the batch. Yeah, so last year didn't really work out, but 2 years ago I did. I made quite a few that year, and I left some of them just in my pantry without being in the fridge. So these have been in the fridge the whole time.
Okay.
But I left some for, I don't know, hard to keep track of how long, but like many months, maybe a year, just in my pantry on the shelf. And would eat them every so often. They were still good.
they were fine.
So I don't know that they have to stay in the fridge,
Okay.
to be perfectly honest.
Okay.
But if I'm telling someone else to do it, I'm going to say, you got
just
to keep it in the fridge.
Yeah, food safety. Okay, that's fair.
But
All right.
so and those were green too, actually.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, So that's it. You can basically keep it in the fridge, but you could, if you wanted to experiment, you could try to keep it at room temperature too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Gosh, Geoff, this was so fun and also so educational, so interesting, and to see your.
I love being part of this new thing you got going on here, and I'm looking forward to seeing the other episodes and everything.
Oh,
and it's good. Yeah.
Oh, you sweetheart. Thank you so much.
It's fun to do this with you and everything. So.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, everyone. We had a great time today preserving olives and reviewing love letters with my friend Geoff Dervishian. Next time, I'm finally going to learn how to make paklava from my friend Laura Karavian. In the meantime, stay tuned because we're serving tradition right here in my kitchen from Fresno to the world.